Get ready, scoopers, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the must-know updates that are shaking things up across the globe. The pace is relentless, the stakes are higher than ever, and you are locked into Sheeran Scoop for the unfiltered truth. We're diving headfirst into developments that could redefine global relations, spark major shifts in the tech world, and reshape the entertainment landscape as we know it. This isn't just news. This is the pulse of what's happening right now, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out. We're kicking things off with a look at major international political developments that could have far-reaching consequences. Next, we're diving deep into the corporate world, where a significant protest has led to major firings, raising tough questions about company ethics and employee activism. This story is a powerful reminder of the impact individuals can have when they stand up for their beliefs. Then, the entertainment world is buzzing as a major casting shakeup is reportedly underway for a highly anticipated film. We've got the inside track on who might be stepping into a pivotal role after a sudden departure, and it's a name you definitely know. And finally, we're bringing you a rapid-fire roundup of the hottest trends and style inspirations hitting the scene, from the latest in automotive sales to the most dazzling celebrity fashion moments. It's a whirlwind of what's trending and what's next. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss an update. Global tensions flare as sanctions loom. International relations are at a critical juncture as U.S. President Donald Trump issues a stern warning regarding the ongoing conflict, suggesting that both Ukraine and Russia could face severe sanctions if peace negotiations falter. Speaking from Washington, Trump did not hold back, asserting that Kyiv shares responsibility for the protracted and devastating conflict that has now entered its fifth year. He specifically addressed President Zelensky, stating, "Zelensky is not exactly innocent either. I get along with him now, but we have a much different relationship because now we're not paying any money to Ukraine." This comment appears to reference a controversial deal where NATO members purchase U.S. weaponry for Ukraine's use, implying a shift in U.S. policy and potentially leverage. Trump emphasized the human cost of the conflict, noting that mostly young people are dying every single week. He positioned himself as a potential peacemaker, willing to employ strong measures like sanctions or a very strong tariff system that's very costly to Russia or Ukraine or whoever we have to achieve a resolution. Furthermore, he pointed fingers at his predecessor, Joe Biden, for allowing the situation to escalate, stating, "Biden shouldn't have let that happen." Trump reiterated his threat of initiating an economic war through new trade restrictions if Moscow does not cooperate, making it clear that the U.S. seeks a peaceful resolution rather than a direct military confrontation, saying, "We want to have an end. We have economic sanctions. I'm talking about economic because we're not going to get into a world war." Adding another layer to the diplomatic efforts, President Trump has been actively encouraging direct face-to-face negotiations between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during their respective visits to the U.S. While Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has questioned Zelensky's legitimacy, Trump dismissed these claims as mere nonsense and posturing from Russian officials reluctant to negotiate. Meanwhile, the U.S. and its European allies are actively working on developing security guarantees for Ukraine. Reports indicate that Western allies are formulating a three-part security plan contingent on a ceasefire. This plan reportedly includes enhanced air defense support, intelligence sharing, and the potential deployment of European troops to bolster Ukraine's defenses in the aftermath of the conflict. The overarching goal appears to be stabilizing the region and ensuring Ukraine's long-term security amidst these turbulent times. The international community is closely watching these developments, with analysts suggesting that Trump's strong stance could either push both sides towards meaningful dialogue or further complicate the already tense geopolitical landscape. Public reaction remains divided, with some supporting the push for peace through economic pressure and others expressing concern over the potential for escalating international trade disputes. But that's just the beginning of our global update. Stay with us as we pivot to a dramatic showdown within a major tech corporation. Tech giant faces employee revolt over Israel ties. In a significant display of employee activism, 2 Microsoft employees were terminated on Wednesday following their participation in a sit-in protest at the office of the company's president. The protest was organized to voice opposition to the tech behemoth's alleged ties with Israel. Anna Haddle and Ricky Famely, the employees who were fired, were informed of their dismissal via voicemails, as confirmed by the protest group No Azure for Apartheid. These two were part of a larger group of 7 individuals, including former Microsoft employees and external activists, who were arrested on Tuesday after occupying the office of President Brad Smith. Haddle articulated the protesters' grievances in a statement, declaring, "We are here because Microsoft continues to provide Israel with the tools it needs to commit genocide, while gaslighting and misdirecting its own workers about this reality." The group, No Azure for Apartheid, which directly references Microsoft's cloud computing service, Azure, has issued a clear demand for the company to sever all ties with Israel and provide reparations to Palestinians. In response to the protest, President Brad Smith issued a statement acknowledging the right to freedom of expression, provided it is exercised lawfully. However, the firings underscore the company's firm's stance on the matter. This incident comes in the wake of a joint media investigation that revealed alarming details about Microsoft's Azure software. The investigation, a collaboration between The Guardian, the Israeli-Palestinian publication, Plus 972 magazine, and the Hebrew-language outlet Local Call, alleged that an Israeli military surveillance agency was utilizing Microsoft's Azure platform to store extensive recordings of mobile phone calls made by Palestinians residing in the occupied West Bank and Gaza. The report further suggested that Israel's surveillance operations over Palestinians heavily relied on Microsoft's cloud infrastructure. In light of these serious allegations, Microsoft announced earlier this month that it had engaged the law firm Covington and Burling LLP to conduct a thorough review of the matter. This is not an isolated incident of employee dissent within Microsoft regarding its relationship with Israel. In April, a pro-Palestinian employee disrupted remarks made by Microsoft AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman during the company's 50th anniversary celebration, protesting the firm's ties to Israel. That employee, along with another protesting colleague, was also subsequently fired. The broader context for these protests is the escalating humanitarian crisis in Gaza, stemming from Israel's military operations. Images of starving Palestinians, including children, have ignited widespread global outrage, leading to increased scrutiny of companies perceived to be supporting or enabling the conflict. Accusations of genocide and war crimes have been leveled against Israel in international courts, further intensifying the pressure on multinational corporations to reevaluate their business practices and ethical responsibilities in conflict zones. The firings at Microsoft have sparked a polarized reaction online, with some commending the employees for their activism and others criticizing the disruption and its impact on company operations. Analysts are watching closely to see if this incident will lead to broader policy changes within Microsoft or inspire similar actions at other tech companies with international entanglements. Now that we've covered the corporate fallout, let's shift our focus to the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, where a major star might be taking on an iconic new role. Pascal in talks to replace Phoenix in Haynes' 1930s gay romance Noche. Hollywood is abuzz with news of a potential major casting change for Todd Haynes' upcoming period romance, Noche. Sources have confirmed that Pedro Pascal, the acclaimed Emmy-nominated star, is in discussions to take over the lead role, a part that was unexpectedly vacated by Joaquin Phoenix. Pascal has reportedly been in consideration for the role since late last year, with negotiations now surfacing publicly, signaling a significant development for the project. The film, set against the backdrop of 1930s Mexico, is centered on a poignant and passionate love story between 2 men. Danny Ramirez is slated to co-star alongside Pascal, with Christine Vachon and Pam Koffler producing under the banner of Killer Films. The project initially garnered significant attention in August when Phoenix, who had been instrumental in bringing the concept to Haynes and collaborating on its development, exited the film just days before principal photography was scheduled to commence in Guadalajara. This abrupt departure left the production team reportedly devastated, according to insiders, although Phoenix has yet to offer a public explanation for his decision to withdraw. The film's narrative promises a deep dive into a complex relationship during a specific historical era, making the casting of its leads crucial to its artistic vision. Pascal's potential involvement marks a significant moment, given his recent surge in popularity and critical acclaim. He recently shared the screen with Phoenix in Ari Aster's Eddington and has maintained a packed schedule throughout the year. His upcoming projects include appearances in Materialists and The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Furthermore, his highly anticipated return to The Mandalorian and Grogu is slated for release in 2026, following his widely praised performance in HBO's The Last of Us, a role that earned him yet another Emmy nomination. His versatility and proven ability to embody complex characters make him a compelling choice for Noche. For director Todd Haynes, Noche follows his critically lauded 2023 Netflix drama May-December, starring Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, which secured an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay. Haynes is renowned for his distinctive visual style and his exploration of nuanced human relationships, as demonstrated in previous works such as Far From Heaven, I'm Not There, and Carol. Notably, Carol starred Rooney Mara, the longtime partner of Joaquin Phoenix, adding an interesting layer of connection to the current casting situation. The film's focus on a gay romance in the 1930s, combined with Haynes' directorial expertise and Pascal's star power, positions Noche as a project with considerable artistic and commercial potential. Industry insiders and fans alike are expressing excitement about the possibility of Pascal joining the film, anticipating a powerful on-screen chemistry with Ramirez and a captivating portrayal of a historical romance. The move also highlights the dynamic nature of filmmaking, where unexpected changes can lead to intriguing new opportunities. As we wrap up our look at this potential Hollywood blockbuster, we've got one more segment packed with the latest trends and must-see moments from across various industries. From SUVs to style, your weekly trend report. This week's update brings you a diverse mix of what's hot, from the automotive sector to the latest in celebrity fashion and music. In the automotive world, the compact SUV segment continues to dominate sales charts, with July 2025 data revealing the highest-selling models. Leading the pack are the Toyota Hyryder and the Hyundai Creta, showcasing their enduring popularity among consumers seeking a blend of practicality, style, and efficiency. These vehicles consistently capture a significant market share, reflecting current consumer preferences for versatile and family-friendly transportation options. The competition remains fierce, with other manufacturers vying for position in this lucrative market, indicating a strong consumer demand for these types of vehicles. Shifting gears to the world of fashion and style, several prominent figures are setting trends for the upcoming festive season. Shraddha Arya is making waves with her gorgeous ethnic looks, offering inspiration for those looking to embrace traditional wear with a modern twist. Similarly, Karishma Tanna is showcasing her festive wardrobe goals, providing a masterclass in seasonal styling that blends contemporary fashion with celebratory elements. The elegance of actress Aishwarya Lakshmi is also on full display as she flaunts stunning fashion choices, embodying grace and sophistication. Kalyani Priyadarshan continues to steal hearts with her elegant looks, proving her status as a fashion icon. Further highlighting timeless style, Janelia Deshmukh shares her memorable Maharashtrian fashion moments, celebrating cultural heritage through her sartorial choices. Even reality television stars are making their mark, with Big Boss Malayalam fame Jasmine Jaffar showcasing her stylish looks and Big Boss Telugu fame Sania Akula presenting beautiful pictures that capture attention. These diverse styles demonstrate the wide spectrum of fashion inspiration available, catering to various tastes and occasions. Beyond fashion and cars, the music scene is also being celebrated, with a special mention of Taylor Swift's most heart-stealing romantic songs. Her ability to craft compelling narratives and melodies that resonate with millions cements her status as a global music phenomenon. These musical selections offer a soundtrack to the season, evoking emotion and connection for her vast fanbase. Together, these updates provide a comprehensive snapshot of current trends, from practical consumer choices in the automotive market to the aspirational world of celebrity style and the enduring impact of popular music. The widespread interest in these topics across social media and fan communities indicates a strong appetite for lifestyle content, with many users actively sharing and discussing their favorite looks, cars, and songs. This engagement highlights the influence of popular culture on consumer behavior and personal expression. And that's a wrap on today's rapid-fire updates. We've covered a lot of ground, from international politics to Hollywood casting and the latest in style. And that's a wrap on another action-packed Sheeran Scoop. We've seen President Trump issue stark warnings about sanctions for Ukraine and Russia, Microsoft employees fired after protesting company ties to Israel, Pedro Pascal potentially stepping into a major role in Todd Haynes' new film, and a vibrant roundup of the latest in automotive and celebrity fashion. Don't miss a single update. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms to stay in the loop. We'll see you next time.